Okay, day 58. I'm finishing up the book Reader Come Home. This is acknowledgement, page 210. Although they never conducted a day of research with me, my Cambridge friends gave me the kind of support that every woman writer needs. Other women writes and other women writers and artists. I will always be grateful to the wonderful novelists Gishchen and Algera Goodman, the Boston architect Marion Thompson, and the Harvard lepidopterist Naomi Pierce. She's the one who proved Vladimir Nabokov correct in his study of butterfly migration patterns, for their inimitable encouragement and fellowship over 100 breakfasts. To Jacqueline Oles, there was never a better friend over just as many lunches. And to Deborah Demain, Lenora Dickinson, and Christine Herb Somers, there were never better dinners with friends. I could not have done the research for the present book without the magnanimous support of the Tufts University administration, particularly Dean James Glazer, Dean Joe Honor, and President Anthony Monaco. They allowed me and indeed encouraged me to take 2 years of leave to write this book at the Stanford University Center for Advanced Study in the Behavioral Sciences, for which I will always be grateful. My colleagues in the Elliott Pearson Department of Childhood Study and Human Development and in the Cognitive Science program have also been a source of much support, particularly Chip Gidney, Ray Janikoff, Fran Jacobs, Gina Cooperberg, and my chair, David Henry Feldman. My dear friend and remarkable Tufts colleague, the late Jerry Meldon, will always be missed by me and all those who knew him. CASPS occupies a special place in the life of this book and my other books as well, under the wise, visionary direction of Margaret Levi. See note in letter 9 on her work on reciprocal altruism. CASPS provides an intellectual sanctuary for me and my fellow scholars so that we could have a moment out of time in which to write, discuss with one another across disciplinary boundaries, and through the process generate new directions of thought. The entire staff of CASPS, from Margaret and Associate Director Sally Schroeder to my favorite technology expert, Rabbi Shivana, created an unparalleled space for reflection in its products. The life of this book began there, and it continued in the summers in one of the most beautiful villages in the world, Talleries, France, where Tufts has its international center and summer school on the shores of Lake Annecy. Thanks to the generosity and kindness of Gabriella Goldstein, the director of the Tallery program, I have spent part of my last summers there, writing this book in the studio of the French artist Laurent Tenizer. I am so grateful to both these amazing women. There is another amazing woman whom I thank upon every possible occasion, and who with her husband Brad has made the last decade of my work in reading intervention and the global literacy possible, Barbara Ivans. She and Brad funded much of my intervention research and the training of many graduate students who have gone on to become teachers or to conduct research on literacy and dyslexia. Most of all, Barbara has been a source of kindness and inspiration to me, always supportive, always gently urging me and everyone she knows to do their best to help children anywhere, everywhere. Barbara and Brad are two of the finest persons I know. I want to end these thoughts of thanks where I began, with my mother, my family, my friends. My mother and father were the best parents one could imagine, never ceasing to do their best to support each of their four children, Joe, Karen, Greg, and myself, in every way they knew how. I am as lucky with my siblings and their spouses, Barbara, Barry, and Jean, as I was with my parents. There is no coincidence there, just the best of fortune and hard work by all of us to preserve the physical, moral, and spiritual legacy of Frank and Mary Wolfe. I feel the same for my dearest living friends, my sister Karen, Haiti, and Thomas Bally, Cynthia Coletti Stewart, Christine Herb Somers, Siggy Rotmish, Rio Maria Motola, and Lotte Noam, and for those who have died, Ollie Casper Grossman, Ken Skoloff, Davis Sweeney, Tammy Unger, and Father John S. Dune, my teacher and friend, whose work has accompanied my thoughts throughout this book. I am grateful to you all. I could never have written this book without each of you. This is the underlying meaning of each book has a life of its own. Okay, that's the end of this book. So it took a lot of time. Anyway, I finally read a sort of academic book for the first time. Okay, so that's it for today. Please correct me if you can. Thank you.